Yeah, how are you doing today?
I'm great. How are you?
Well, I'm doing super in a beautiful
Oh,
sunshine.
thanks for calling.
Yeah, no problem.
What can we do for you?
Well, I was reading this article you have in your paper, Lady Justice statue drops sword.
Yeah.
That was kind of crazy.
Yeah, it was in the paper. It's cool.
Yeah, is Mark Freishenek around?
No, he's not here right now. He'll
Okay.
be in, I believe, a little bit later. He comes in later.
Okay. So, are you one of the reporters then?
Yes.
Okay, what was your name again?
Rob.
Rob? Okay. I was just kind of wondering, did you have some kind of strange weather down there yesterday?
I believe it was windy in the morning.
Okay, because I was looking at the weather. I see you have a weather thing on your website there. It says you use the municipal airport from Waseca, Minnesota.
On the website it says that?
Yeah, it says current conditions recorded at KACQ Waseca, Minnesota Municipal Airport. And I was looking on there, and it looked like it was actually kind of a below normal day. You know, a little windy. I think the high wind was 28 or something like that.
Okay.
And it's kind of, like I said, below average day. Mean temperature was 32, so it doesn't seem like you had any extreme weather there at all. But according to the article, it says we believe it's weather related. That a 5.5 ton, 30-foot tall statue turns a quarter turn. And it looks like it's a pretty big statue, so I'd say it probably had to turn like 2 or 3 feet or something like that, right?
Yeah, it seems that likely.
Okay. So I guess I'm trying to figure out how a worker from Schwick Dirt Company determines it's weather related.
Well, was it the Schwiggert worker or was it the county administrator who said that?
Well, it says worker from Schwickert Company, a Mankato-based contractor that does commercial roofing, examined the sculpture from the inside the dome tower of the 127-year-old courthouse Wednesday afternoon. We believe it's weather-related, Myers said. Oh, that's Bob Myers said that, court administrator.
Yeah, Myers, the county administrator.
Okay, there we go. Okay, but he's a county administrator. It sounds like he's giving an anecdotal assessment of what's going on there.
Yeah.
So I don't see how that's really news. It sounds like it's some sort of kind of lame excuse to justify how it happened. Doesn't it? I mean,
Well, it might not, he could be wrong.
well, if it's anecdotal, sounds like it is. It sounds like he's just guessing. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
I could flip a coin and come up with an answer like that.
Okay. Well, do you have a complaint or a question? Is there something we can do for you about that? Do you want to
Well, I guess
give
that.
your take on it?
Well, the thing is, let me get to the bottom part here. Then it's at the bottom. It says, let's see. Any suspicion that Lady Justice's sudden turn and sword toss were a reaction to a court verdict below her would be unfounded. Okay, now that's, you know for sure that's the situation because courthouse rooms were moved in 2009 to New Blue Earth County Justice Center, about 4 miles away on Mankato's east side, well outside of even her lofty perch. Well, of course, now that is a substantiated statement right there. It's unfounded because, you know, that's completely unrelated, right? They shouldn't.
Yeah, I think the writer was just trying to have some fun with the situation there.
Right. Well, obviously it must be having fun because, of course, it's possible Lady Justice is just turning for a sunset vista after a long, cold winter, after more than a century of gazing toward North Mankato. Well, of course, it couldn't be an act of God before because it's weather-related, but then all of a sudden Justitia, of course, that was the other part I forgot to mention too. Lady Justice is actually the Roman goddess Justitia, a pagan goddess. Obviously, she can move herself to take a better view of after the long, cold winter. Now, I I don't know if you guys are a bunch of pagans down there or what you guys are, but I think this whole article is completely offensive.
Yeah, You think it's offensive?
Well, like I said, it has to be weather related. That's what the court administrator says, who happens to be the court administrator for Lady Justice there, which of course is
He's the county administrator.
county administrator, whatever. He's for the courthouse. He's the spokesman for the courthouse. All right? Has to be weather related, can't be act of God, but then at the end of the article, well, hey, we're going to have fun with this, and Lady Justitia, the pagan goddess, can move herself. All right? Now, if that isn't offensive to any Christian, I don't know what is.
I think you're overthinking this, sir.
No, I think I'm just really reading it as it says it here. See? Because like I said, you have people making unfounded statements in here, and you're putting it in as news, and then all of a sudden you have, well, it couldn't be anything to be with injustice in the courts here. That's completely unfounded because we're not even using that as a courthouse anymore, or for the courtrooms. See, so that can't be related, obviously. See, I mean, this whole article here, but the only facts you have in here is that it turned a quarter turn and dropped the sword. Everything after that is all speculation and humbug. Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry if you're offended by it. It certainly wasn't meant to offend anybody. It was just one of those things that it's kind of a quirky thing that happened in the community, and we had some fun with it. And I'm sorry if this offends your Christian sensibilities, but we didn't mean to do that.
Well, I guess, if you don't even mention the possibility it could be an act of God, then I think it's really offensive. Like I said, that's not even a possibility. See what I'm saying?
No, I don't. I see. I hear what you're saying, and I understand your point, but I completely disagree with you.
Well, I understand that because you're supporting the article, which of course is offensive.
It's not offensive.
Well, you just said you understand how I can feel it was offensive.
Well, I understand that you feel that way. I don't think factually it's an offensive article.
Well, like I said,
It's a harmless article that just talked about the statue got moved, and the writer had some fun with it. And if you choose to see it as an affront to your Christianity, that's on you.
Well, all I'm doing is reading exactly what it says. And what it says is what it says. Right?
Yeah, I saw the article.
Yeah, I understand that. And like I said, it's obviously offensive. So, well, anyhow, obviously that's your point. So, just wanted to call you and tell you what I thought.
Thanks for calling, sir.
Thank you. Bye now.